Boom. Okay, it's Saturday, and on the weekends I like to go over more of my personal life, I think, to mix things up a little bit, and just so that way you guys get an understanding of what I do in my free time. So I live in the middle of the jungle in Costa Rica, and today we're rebuilding the greenhouse. Now, the jungle here likes to eat everything, so this is actually the second greenhouse we've built. This time we're building it out of metal, a bit stronger than the wood we had used the first time. Now, one of the things that I always liked about building business and investing was that it gives me the opportunity to focus on what I love. Now, we all differ in the things that we're passionate about, but for me, I've always been a big fan of nature. I can grow hundreds of different fruit trees out here. I've got everything from avocado, cacao. I grow ayahuasca on the property. And right now, where this big gap is where the old greenhouse was. So we've got, hold on, let's see. I look kind of silly. Can I get any darker? Let's see. Okay, so we have the cabin and the solar panels, and in between those sits the greenhouse. So as you can see, we're rebuilding it down here now. One of the problems with the jungle is that it likes to eat everything, and when it rains here, it's like a torrential, like monsoon season. You hear of it, you know, oh, monsoon season, right? You hear about this when you maybe live in the United States or you live in Canada, but you don't really understand what it means until you live into a place where all of a sudden every nook and cranny turns into a river. So because of that, one of the things that's important is to always kind of update your irrigation and rebuild the place where you store things. So I've been living in the jungle for about 6.5 years now. I originally bought in Costa Rica because I love all the plants. Like here we are growing turmeric, we've got sugarcane, jacote, bananas, cacao. It's everything, piña, or pineapples, it's the Spanish word for it. So because of that richness of plant life and animal life that's out here, I always made time to invest in what I was growing. So we've got like 10,000 liters of water storage. There's a private little river and creek on the property. And today, my gardener, this is a funny story. So when I first actually bought property here, my constructor's name was Rama and my gardener's name was Jesus. So I don't know if you know much about theology, but Rama is one of the incarnations of God in the Hindu theology, and Jesus, obviously, Yeshua, is one of the incarnations of God in the Judaic or the Christian theology. And we didn't have water on the property when I first got here, so I had Rama on my left and Jesus on my right, and I was like, how do I have Rama and Jesus here and still no water on my property? Anyways, we did end up getting property. Here's a nice, beautiful, can't really see, but this is a drawing of a bear, because, you know, we love the bears. Shout out to good artists. And then here we've got Jesus and his brother, building the rest of the greenhouse. So as you can see, we're going to be going over this sideways here. It's going to go up, make a nice curve, and then we're going to be wrapping in plastic. So again, one of the interesting parts about the jungle is how quickly everything kind of gets eaten up. So we can see that it's actually going to be a little bit smaller than before as well. So luckily they help do most of the work so that I can pretty much stay here and make videos about the whole process. You know, again, you can see the little creek as we move over here into the shadows. Let's see, can we move into the shadows properly? Yeah, there we go. There's a little creek, you can hear it. There's a little waterfall down there, right by the guest cabin. You see that? Yeah, I think you can. So one of the reasons why I wanted to share this part was because, you know, when we get caught in the world of trading or investing, a lot of the times it's really easy to get caught up in the hype and the cycles of things that are going on. And one of the reasons why I like to live in the jungle is because it's the easiest way for me to remain calm and keep that long-term outlook. You know, this cacao tree that's growing here, I've been growing these since I first moved in, and look, this is the fruit you get to yield after 6 or 7 years of growing and trying. And investing and trading is very similar. Like, I think a lot of people enter a sector like crypto and they think, oh, I'm going to get rich quickly. You know, look at all the other people who've done it. But they don't realize that just like anything else, planting, harvesting, and yielding, I guess we'll go farming, yield farm, like the original yield farming right here, right? Is a slow process, and it involves patience. Now, we're in the tech sector, right? So one of the fascinating things about growing and building here is that we kind of get disconnected from nature. But I think it's one of the most important parts. I feel that a lot of my success and luck, it's largely luck too, has come from the fact that I've maintained a relationship with the natural world around me, and it's always what motivates me and inspires me to do more. Like, for instance, there's, if you've ever made a bunch of money before, I don't know if you guys have or not, but I've had the pleasure of being quite successful a few times, and you always have to do it again. It's not like, oh, I did it once, aha, I'm a millionaire. Well, what about the next 6 to 10 or 20 years of your life, especially if you're young? You're gonna have to keep playing the game. So inevitably, it's a love about the game that makes you successful, because then you will continue to play regardless of how much money you have. Like, I have friends who are entrepreneurs who have done extremely well. We're talking billions of dollars in company build. And they still work. He's like 70 years old, still making new ideas, right? So I think a big part of the problem is so many people want to, like, oh, I'm going to get rich and retire. Well, and do what? And build greenhouses and guest cabins for your property in Costa Rica? Well, yeah, but what then? What else? There's so much more to do. As a matter of fact, because I'm working, they are working. And this is one of the other things that people don't recognize, is that one person's spending is another person's income. If because of the Arcane Bear, because of everything I've been successful from trading, building businesses, and investing, other people have jobs because of me. And I think that's one of the fun parts about becoming more successful, is that you become a part of the community and the economy at large. So today, we're building the greenhouse, and I'm really excited because for the last 3 weeks, I haven't been able to plant anything. You could see kind of in the background you can see all of my squash plants and carrots getting chewed up in the process. So it'll be nice. I love growing stuff. I love that I live in the middle of the jungle. In today's video, what I wanted to do was just like kind of show you guys around this little area. Like, cause again, I can just a little bit ways down from my greenhouse and my guest cabin, I have these beautiful little waterfalls. And that to me is always something. That's why I try to win the game, just so that I can have more time with this stuff, more space to enjoy the sweet things in life. So today's video was I just wanted it to be kind of a little bit of an update on what I do with my weekends. That way you guys don't think I just sit in front of a computer all the time. I do have a life, I swear. I spend a lot of it in the jungle with little dogs. And this way, I think too, we end up losing subscribers. People end up clicking unsubscribe because they only want crypto videos and they only want to know what's going to make them the next big thing. Whereas at the Arcane Bears, I've always used this as a platform for me to share and express my own growth. And that means a lot to me. I mentioned that in my other video the other day. The importance of this, it has largely to do with my enjoyment and appreciation for all the little things in life. So this has been another quick episode where I just wanted to update you guys about what I do with my weekends. I think tomorrow I'll do a music video, and we'll try to leave Saturday and Sunday as like rants and music videos. So the next time I do this, I'm going to spend a bit more time like making the video and editing it. But for today, it's just a long-winded rant about the enjoyment of the things that you have and the importance of being successful because of what it does for the community around you. It's not just, oh, I'm successful. Now other people have jobs that they're proud of, and they get to do work that they're excited about. So Jesus and his brother over here are building me a place where I get to put more plants. I get to grow more food because I believe resilience is sexy. And I think more importantly than just having an investment in crypto, having an investment in food, land, and water also makes sense. Anyways, this is the Arcane Bear. Smash that thumbs up. Thank you guys for enjoying this ride with us where we go. Who knows? I don't even know where we are, right? Just going through, having fun, and I'm grateful that we get to do this. So yeah, I'm so proud and happy that we get to share, and hopefully you guys like this rant. We'll see where it takes us, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow and Monday. Back to the charts as the markets give us some more live data to look at.